Hey everyone, this is the Bros Dream podcast. And I am Rom, One Dream Validator. And go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Kevin. I am Brother One Validator, and I'm excited to be here with Rom to do this podcast for you guys.
All right, first we're going to talk a little bit about just what Harmony is. So let's go to their nice website. Here. So basically, let's see. I have one second. I'm probably gonna edit out some pauses.
No worries.
So basically, Harmony is an open and fast blockchain focused on scaling Ethereum applications and enabling cross-chain finance. A feature of this scaling is 2-second transaction finality and exorbitantly lower fees than like on Ethereum. Cross-chain finance is delivered through Harmony's secure bridges, allowing funds to transfer between chains such as Ethereum and Binance. And through Harmony, creators can also showcase and sell NFTs through marketplaces such as DaVinci. And there are basically a whole bunch of new things being built on Harmony pretty much every day. And we're going to go through a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, since I got into Harmony back in February, they've come out with like over 50 partnerships from the beginning of 2021. So I think that's like extremely interesting. It just shows that the team isn't just sitting around and waiting for something to happen. They're actually consistently developing, and that's something that's actually really, really important for a chain to keep on doing. So I really like that about them.
Yeah. Speaking of like how we both got into Harmony, that's a good kind of segue. I guess we can both talk about it a little bit more. So how I got in was pretty much I had a friend who, this was like last December. I had a friend who, this is like how I got into crypto basically. Through like school, I knew a little bit about it through like certain classes because I studied mainly in computer science area, but I never really went super in depth into like learning and actually getting my own tokens or anything, which I'm pretty sad about now that I didn't really go in depth because like I had some teachers who were like straight up having us mine like different yeah, but it wasn't Bitcoin. It was like mining different currencies that they made themselves, but it just never clicked. It just didn't click for some reason. But this past year I had a coworker who last December there was like kind of like a boom in ETH, the price of ETH, and he kind of like he was talking about it with me and some of our other coworkers. And he posted a Snapchat of just all these crazy gains he was making, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, that's inspirational.
I was like, "I'm losing out." But after that, I kind of started doing some research, and the first after I saw ETH, the first kind of chain that I saw was Cardano. I saw ADA. So I kind of went down that rabbit hole for a bit, and I really enjoyed and loved what I heard from Charles Hoskinson. Like, he is just incredibly intelligent, incredibly good with his words, inspirational. He's a great leader for that project. But like by the time I had like decided to invest in it, it had already hit like 80 cents, 70 cents. So it was like, man, like this is a great project, but like I feel like it's already, the market cap is already like crazy. Like,
Yeah, that's a lot of things that scare a lot of people when they find a good project and look at the price and it's like, oh, $2.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I totally feel that.
100%. So after that, basically, I just like started browsing different cryptocurrency exchanges, and the first kind of one that I really went down into was crypto.com, and then scrolling, just continuing to scroll, I saw Harmony, and I was like, oh, this is a cool project, cool name, and then started actually getting into it and doing the research and saw that it was just, incredible, had so many different things going for it. But yeah, that's how I got in. Do you want to talk a little bit, Kev, how you got in a little bit more?
Yeah, well, I was exposed to crypto back in 2011 when I was in high school, but I didn't really pay too much attention because it was really kind of like scarce at that point. Like I didn't really, like, I understand what they were trying to do, but it was so small that I'm like, I'm not gonna risk any of that. So then 2017 market came, and I was getting into Litecoin, Ethereum, and then I sold kind of like when the market was starting to tank in 2017, and after that I didn't really look back at it. But then 2020 came, and my brother-in-law started getting into it, and then he started sharing me things that he's doing and all that stuff. So I started buying back some of the projects that I was into, and then it wasn't until like the end of 2020 when my little sister, she sent me a list of small caps. So I had HBAR, I had Harmony, had Matic at the time. So I started looking into these projects, and then I immediately found a YouTube video about Harmony talking about their new partnership with Travala. And I remember that in 2020, right when when we were getting the first stimulus check, I was watching this other finance YouTuber talk about Travala and how he put money in there. And then next, following day, Travala just shot up. And I was like, this dude just told me about it a day ago.
Wow.
Why didn't I get in? But I didn't know how to get into different chains. Like I only knew about the exchanges. So I was like, I don't want to learn all this new stuff. Like I have too much going on in my life. So that was my first mistake. And then learning from that, I was like, okay, I can't repeat the same mistake. So I started learning how do I get involved in Harmony? How do I get it? And from then, I just fell in love with the team. Steven, RJ, like all those people were just like great developers, and a lot of them actually have a lot of educational backgrounds that most of the time you don't really find with some founders of other chains. So I really got into it, and I started buying it, and then that's when I started seeing the community, how it was growing. It was just a great environment, so I decided to stick with them after that.
Awesome, yeah. One thing about Harmony that I've seen more than a lot of other chains is the community. Like people are really involved. People are really active on Twitter, on Telegram, pretty much everywhere. And I remember too, like, I think there was this one YouTuber in general that I started watching about Harmony. He was talking mostly about Harmony, and he was talking about Matic. I think Crypto Coleman. And, he also just got me really inspired and really interested in the space. So shout out to him. Maybe one day we could get him on.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, man. There's a lot of videos I was watching, a lot of other different creators. I got exposed to BitBoy, Cryptos RS, but there's just a lot of them, altcoin daily. But I don't really get all my information from one. I kind of diversify.
That's good. That's how it should be done. All right, so I guess we can start. Let's see, going into some of these partnerships, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So the first couple partnerships that we want to talk about are Sushi, Pancake, and Terra. They were announced fairly recently, right, Kev?
Yeah, those are like really, really awesome.
Yeah.
I know Sushi, they announced it first, but it was like maybe like a few weeks back. But it was just kind of like I believe they were just testing the water with Harmony's chain, and then once they realized how easily Harmony can scale to an Ethereum version of their Sushi, they were like, no, I think we need to stick with these guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, then they announced like a huge partnership where they just integrated the entire um, the app with them, their swap
Wow.
and stuff. So
I didn't even know that. Like that second part, that Harmony was just working incredibly well with their Sushi V2 or Sushi V3 or whichever one. And they're like, oh my gosh, we should just keep doing this.
yeah, well, I think they announced it like maybe I don't remember, maybe April or something, but it was like a month or two ago before they made this recent announcement. So I'm assuming that they just liked how Harmony was operating with their swap.
Yeah.
And with their projects that they had, because he's a big boy as well. So I mean, it's cool. So now it's time for Pancakeswap to do the same thing.
100%. So as you can see on my screen right now, we're connected to the Harmony network. Here's MetaMask, or here's MetaMask.
Yeah.
As soon as it decides to open, I guess gotta be a little patient with it. Harmony mainnet. I don't got no one right now. I'm poor. But Harmony. It's connected to the Harmony network, and we can swap, choose whatever, and go ahead and do it. There are various farms, all these different farms, which are pretty cool. UST is even there, Terra.
Yeah.
BSD, Sushi One. So go ahead, guys, provide that liquidity.
It's really interesting how they were able to do all that, especially their annualized percentage. Like those are really, really cool. If you just have your tokens parked somewhere, just put them somewhere and have them create some passive income for you.
100%. That passive income. That's what we all want.
Yeah, man, that's the secret of life right now.
Yeah, it is. Pretty much. So that's Sushi. Pancake, on the other hand, let's go to Pancakeswap.
I've used Pancake a lot.
I haven't used Pancake as much. I don't know if I even have the RPC set up on this computer. I might not. Oh, I do. Never mind. Yeah. So I have very little BNB. I'm a poor boy. Delegate to One Dream. Let's see.
A shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Let's see. So with Pancakeswap, what it seemed like is they were creating their own pool, their own one pool, right? Here is, I believe this is it. You stake cake and earn one so basically the cake that you have, you can stake it and get one in return. And this APR seems pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've actually put some Pancake in there, just because you know how the market isn't really that great right now. I'm like, I'm not going to be using these
for a while.
So what I did is I just parked my cake in there.
Yeah.
So I figured, because I'm already staking with different other validators in the Harmony mainnet, so I figured that if I can use this pancake, I can actually stake it with their own pool and earn harmony off that.
Yeah.
And I believe they only had it for like maybe 50 something days. So I'm just gonna keep it in there, forget about it. So I'll see how much I've earned, and then use those tokens to stake with other validators as well.
So you can only stake for 50 days in this pool?
I forgot how much it opened up with, but when you do stake, let me check. Because when you do stake, it actually tells you how many days left.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's not like a permanent stake. So if they choose to create it again, then they can definitely do so. But it's not like it's not really permanent. So it's actually pretty cool because you can get your cake back. And you can go to their auto farm where you can stake your cake and you gain cake by doing that. But I love it because it's risk free. You're not really risking your tokens. You don't have to worry about perma loss or any of that.
Yeah.
You're just parking your tokens and just gaining stuff. So pretty cool. Let me connect my wallet here and then I'll show you.
Yeah. Did you did you ever hear about Pancake Bunny?
I've heard about it, but I didn't really look into it.
Yeah, I looked into it. So basically it had a very early this year, very similar like parabolic run, and it went from like $10 or something to like $200-300, and then something happened where there were a whole bunch of tokens generated. There were a whole bunch of tokens created like through some flaw of the contract, the smart contract, or I don't know if it was a flaw in the smart contract or a flaw in the pools. Don't quote me. But basically the price plummeted because a whole bunch of tokens were created that weren't supposed to be created. It was pretty tragic for holders. Yeah, for holders. So you got to be careful. You have to know really like.
Yeah. You have to do a little bit more research.
Exactly.
So definitely focus on that. So right where you're at click on the pool again.
Yeah.
Actually, so where you see where it says ends in, and you see that 1,430 blocks.
Let's see.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you click on it, it'll actually open up a new window and it'll tell you how many days left for it.
Oh wow, 49 days, 15. Okay, guys, this is all the time you have left.
Yeah. So I would definitely at least put something in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's free income. I mean, you really can't. You can't really get mad at free stuff.
Can you put in as much as you want? Is there a limit?
I think they have a limit. I don't know how much it is, but
okay.
I don't know if it's 100 cake.
Okay.
I know that they do have a limit. I don't have enough cake.
Yeah.
Find out that limit.
Yeah.
I know that they probably put up some information about it.
Cool.
You'll have access to that.
Cool. Thank you. Awesome. See, we're both learning stuff. This is great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So now we're gonna go into Terra. Do you have anything else you want to add about Pancake?
No, I'm actually good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna go into Terra a bit. 1 second. All right. So Terra, I know about Terra. I've watched videos on Terra, but I haven't played around with Terra at all. I know the website is like terra.money, I believe. But basically, Terra is a place where you can Terra is a place where you can get a fixed like approximately 20% return APR, and as well I think they use the Anchor protocol to do this. So through Terra, they have their own stable coin where they do, their own kind of secret sauce, UST. And using it, I think they do a whole bunch of different things on the back end with a whole bunch of different pools and a whole bunch of different chains to aggregate this yield of approximately 20% fixed APR. And so it's not like if you've ever provided liquidity into a liquidity pool before, that the actual APR changes a lot. It changes a lot per
the liquidity value.
Exactly, per the liquidity value. So this is fixed to this approximately 20% value, which is very nice.
That's a good return.
And so basically with Harmony, they're bridging UST to the Harmony mainnet, and through that you'll be able to get a similar 20% fixed APR with the one that you transfer over to UST, and then using their platform, I believe, stake it for that 20% APR. Right, Kev?
Yeah. Also was watching Cryptos R Us when he was talking about Terra. It was funny because he said he was doing a terror. But what he was saying is that the reason why, another reason why they really started exploding is because for your stable coin, anybody can really make one of those, but it depends on who's backing you with those stable coins. So Terra was able to actually get a lot of partnerships with credible banks that are willing to actually support the stable coin.
Wow.
So because of that, they were able to provide a lot of liquidity to their stable coin, which was just amazing. So it really helped them, actually just blast off, and that's what helped it make the Terra that it is today. So a lot of that is actually because of their stable coin. So that's what I believe Harmony's going to be looking forward to, because having a really good stable coin that can now interact with our network, it just makes so much more sense. So now, like, we know that the dollar would be tethered to Terra, so it's more trusted. We're not using Tether, we're using Terra, so a more trusted source. So that's one of the main reasons why they were able to actually get it to where they're at now.
Awesome.
It's actually awesome that we have a partnership with them.
Awesome. Yeah. These partnerships are rolling in, guys. They're coming. So just stay along for the ride and keep updated. So next one we're going to go into is Rubic. This was announced this past week. Let's see. I actually looked at them and started playing around with them a bit. The actual platform. Let's see. So Rubic, and this partnership is mainly about cross-chain finance, truly cross-chain finance, and integrating bridges and a DEX. This is pretty much, from my experience, what Rubic does. It integrates bridges and DEXs into one seamless platform. So as you can see here, if we have some ETH on the Binance Smart Chain, we can innately transfer it to ETH on Ethereum, and select the token and go ahead and do that swap natively within the app. And with the bridge, that natively do that. And I think that's pretty awesome. You don't have to go through a different application and worry about it. You can be completely into one whole system. And I think really that's the future. Having applications where you can do pretty much everything in a single package.
Yeah, all at once. That's actually awesome. So you don't have to go to different sites, different bridges just to get the token that you want.
Yeah.
So it's really, really cool.
What really excites me is things like the Blitz wallet, where you can actually just through your phone use a DEX like Viper. Like imagine if Rubic had a partnership with the Blitz wallet, and now you can do this all on your phone. You can change ETH on the Binance Smart Chain to ETH on Harmony or whatnot, and now you're having this fast transaction, and you're able to stake it natively with validators or in liquidity pools. I hear Viper's having a really sick, what's it called, Viper
Stake month.
Yeah, stake month. And you can do all of that natively in the Blitz wallet right now. Like, that's awesome. So yeah, I think the future is bright, and there are a lot of things on the horizon. No pun intended. All right, so let's see. So that's Rubic. Next is DappRadar. Let's see. So Harmony announced a partnership with DappRadar. As you can see, DappRadar is used to track, analyze, and discover applications, decentralized applications, across, the cryptocurrency ecoverse or ecosystem. The name is it's a good name, I think, DappRadar. I kind of like it. Keep track of all of the different dApps you got. And basically, as you can see here, these are all of the different chains that are currently supported on DappRadar. We have ETH, we have Polygon, and what this partnership does is it gets Harmony on this list.
So you'll be able to easily track all your DeFi projects that you're into. And you can see which one has the most total lock value, which one's performing the best, and so it's actually really interesting. So you don't have to go to each individual site and find out, what they're doing. So think of it like a scoreboard. You'll be able to actually watch everything, and you can even compare it to different chains. So, Viper can one day hit the total value like how Pancakeswap has. That's what, like 2 billion. So if Viper ever gets there, that's going to be like amazing. But that's the sort of things that you'll be able to do with this type of project.
Yeah.
Keep tabs of everything.
There are some other kind of like tracking websites to go to as well. But I think DappRadar for me is pretty much like number one on the usability list, and in terms of the one that's looked at the most, I feel like I've heard of DappRadar the most. So that's DappRadar. Next, we're going to talk about a little bit the secret network bridge. Let's see. So, were you going to say something, Kev?
No, I was just saying privacy.
Oh, privacy. Yes, privacy. Oh, did I unshare my screen? Can you see my screen still or no?
No, you share.
Okay, sorry. My fault. Let's see. So, the news that I saw on the secret network, I saw on GitHub. So we're going to get a little bit tech savvy for you people who, like code. It's your time. There we go. All right. Couple technical difficulties. But here we are. So basically, the secret network is a network that has more privacy in it. Privacy over your transactions, privacy over your assets. And so this brings privacy to Harmony One assets. You'll be able to, similarly how you can on ETH, use the secret network and all of the kind of benefits that it has in it. And the bridge will allow you to transfer assets from the Harmony mainnet to the secret network, back and forth. So I think that's pretty cool, especially because of the fact that it's detached, from Harmony. It's not a main part of it. So it's not like, this is the default state for Harmony. This is something that is added on, something that is, for a niche, for the group of people who have that niche, have that need. It supplies it.
It's not a requirement. So you don't have to use it.
Yeah.
If you want to, it's there.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the secret network. And I think, I don't think we have to go too in depth about it. Next, we wanted to talk a little bit about the timeless NFT kind of partnership that's going on, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's see. So currently, the thing that I'm most excited for, and I even signed up for it because I kind of want to win.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, right.
Odds are always against us.
Oh yeah, 100%. We're doing all these giveaways and things like that. So, it's nice to actually be the one participating in them.
For a change, huh?
Right, for a change. So here, for example, there is this partnership that they've done with Timeless. And what you can basically do is win tickets to particular events like Lollapalooza, a festival with all of the kind of hot main artists right now. I know I'd love to go.
Well, one day in 6 hours you'll find out if you get to go.
Yeah. Counting it down, just staying here, just watching this counter, but yeah, there are a whole bunch of artists there that I love. And there are a whole bunch of other different events that are going on with the Timeless partnership that they have going on. Do you know of any of the other ones that are currently running or that have in the past?
I haven't, but I know that with this, they're actually going to announce more.
Yeah, okay.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Because that's just one, but, they could do a whole bunch. They can even do EDC or whatever.
Oh.
But
yeah,
it's not just going to be Lollapalooza.
Yeah. Speaking of EDC, I had tickets for 2020 EDC. I had tickets, and it got canceled, and pushed back, and delayed.
Yeah,
and
sucks, man.
I don't even think I can go to the one this year. So if anyone's trying to buy my EDC tickets, let me know. If anyone.
Shoot that DM.
Shoot that DM. One dream.
EDC question mark?
EDC question. Tickets, please. So let's see. Next, we wanted to talk about the hackathon that is going on currently. Or actually, it's not going on currently. It's coming. It's going to be going on I think it starts in August. Let's see. Right here. So this is the actual GitHub page for the hackathon. It has more information than I think some of the other pages that are created right now. Let me try to pull up one of the other pages for the hackathon as well, because I think they look aesthetically better. Let's see. Guide. All right. So yeah, here we go. The hackathon.
In 14 days.
Yeah, it starts in 14 days. It lasts from August 2nd to. Let me move this out the way. Sorry. It lasts from August 2nd to September 15th. And it's basically, focused on bringing more dApps, more developers to Harmony, more projects to Harmony. And so I signed up because I'm a dev, and I'm going to be working on stuff for it. We'll see how far I get. I'll keep you guys updated.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
That's actually really, really cool. I'm kind of jealous now.
And there are $1 million being given out with the prizes.
I think I heard Terra's also going to be chiming in on it too, so there might actually be more than that.
Ooh, look at that.
So, yeah, because they have a lot of things that they want done, so that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I really like the whole. Okay, so yeah, here it is. Terra, different challenges. Chainlink, different challenges. Sushi, different challenges. And as a dev, to be honest, I really love what Harmony does in terms of having different bounties for developers to go in and work on projects, and if they come up with a great solution, get paid for their work. That's amazing. That's how it should be. It reminds me very much of Fiverr. Reminds me very much of what is done in different machine learning spaces where you're given like a certain data set and you have to classify it in the best possible way. You have to get the highest accuracy, and if you do it really well, you get paid. So this approach is one that is very in line with the whole decentralization of everything. I think a lot of work can be decentralized and done in a fashion similar to this, where you're going to different projects that you find interesting and working on that, going and not super tied to it, not super locked into that. You're very much more fluid and much more of a free agent. It reminds me of like being a contractor, being just independent, which I think is cool.
That's awesome. I actually had someone who's also a developer actually reach out a couple weeks ago. So I didn't know you were a developer, but I'm going to send him your way.
Do it. Send him my way.
He was asking a lot of questions, but I'm not a developer, so I don't know. But I did tell him about the hackathon, but you might be able to steer him in the right direction.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. But it's cool. Like, I know a lot of devs are just freelancers, and you guys just want to just do work and then also get compensated for it.
Yeah.
So this hackathon is actually genius because you guys can actually put in some work, solve some problems on the protocol, and get compensated for it. So that's awesome.
All right, so let's go a little bit into the different themes of this hackathon, at least the ones that Harmony has. So the different themes here are cross-chain with trustless bridges, social wallets with keyless security, and cross-border with fintech integration. So this first theme basically just has to do with coming up with, some type of yield aggregator or something along those lines, something along the lines of Viper, something along the lines of Rubic, something along the lines of Sushi, and doing it in like, some type of, I believe, unique, interesting way, providing, that type of value. That's kind of like this first part. And then middleware seems to be like providing some type of analytics. I don't know if you guys have ever been on Smart Stake, but that's kind of like the first thing that comes in my mind when I think of analytics. I think also there are some other validators, like Validator, who has created some really cool tools that show analytics about the different things going on in the blockchain at the moment, different things with validators, and here, this in particular part of the theme is focused on like NFTs, DeFi, other DeFi things, games, and whatnot. You know, NFT platforms like DaVinci or different games. I know Ethereum has a lot of different games, CryptoKitties, and kind of things of those sort. And so, let's see. Yeah, and then there's also this other part which is focused on bridges, you know, cross-chain finance.
So quick intermission, we're back. So we were talking about basically the different themes for the hackathon. I'm gonna go and cover them briefly. So after the first theme is social wallets with keyless security, that basically has to go into using, instead of like, you know how you have your keys, your 30 word mnemonic, instead of using that, using something like a Google Authenticator, which I think would be awesome. You know, personally, this is the one that I want to focus on as a dev, using just a one-time authenticator, 6-character or 6-digit code that refreshes every minute or so to secure your wallet instead of having to remember a mnemonic. I think that would be a lot, help a lot of people in terms of usability. And then these are some other topics here. If you want to talk more about them, feel free to hit me on Twitter or anywhere on Telegram. I'd be happy to talk about them. They are things that are really interesting to me, and they go deep in terms of topic and like different white papers that you can read, different things that you can look up. Feel free to message me. And as brother one was saying, as Kev was saying before, you know, there are other challenges as well coming. So
yeah, that's going to be interesting, especially Terra and Chainlink. That's cool.
Yeah. So now we're going to go and talk about, we already kind of talked about the one wallet, so we're going to go past that and go into governance. So let's look at the current governance events happening. Let's see. So currently, the different governance events we have happening are HIP7, which is a language change in terms of for validators, changing the word fee to commission, which I think, you know, do you have any opinions on that, Kev?
I think that's actually really, really good. Just because a lot of the times some of the delegators delegate fee is like something that's like negative, like if we're charging them on their overall earnings, percentage wise, but it's not. It's a commission that us validators receive from providing a service to you guys. So I like to think of it like we're a savings account, and you're depositing your funds in our savings account, and we're able to provide you guys an average of 10% APY, and calling it a commission, we only take a 5% out of your total ones generated from the 10%. So it's not like 5 minus 10. It's literally like if with a
195.
10%, if you've made 100 tokens, we're only taking 5 tokens from you. So we're taking overall just 5 tokens. So it's actually very, very small commission fee that we charge. But I think it'll kind of help explain a little better to the people who are coming in that it's just to help us maintain our servers, maintain the cost that we do, anything that's related to the validator, because the bigger you get, the more servers you have to purchase, and then they can't just be small ones; they have to be pretty powerful ones.
Easy.
Just because Harmony is starting to grow very, very fast, and the bigger it gets, the more demanding it's going to get for the servers. So it needs to be kind of up there. So it can be pretty expensive, but with a lot of community support, you know, you can actually make it.
Yep,
So
100%.
what other ones?
Great.
Also think yeah, the increasing of the slots to 900 is actually I'm happy that is it's going to get passed, because that's going to allow a lot of new validators to come in and actually try it out and see if this is something that they really want to do. So I'm actually kind of excited to see that be implemented.
Yeah, those are the 2 HIPs. I think both those HIPs are really important.
Yeah.
I think, you know, there are a couple, you know, people that we want to go ahead and shout out. Couple new validators, couple ones that have been around for a minute, that we want to highlight and, you know, say our thanks to, and just let people know that they're here and ready for you guys to stake with them. And so, do you have any shout outs that you want to do, Kev?
Yeah, Harmonious Dude Validator is actually really putting in a lot of effort. He's actually gone through a couple servers, and now he's back and he's just ready to rock out. So he's doing a very, very good job. Crypto One Dave as well, new validator. She's almost at a 1 million mark. So she's doing really hard. Even one for all validator. He speaks multiple languages, French, a little bit English, and he's actually doing a very good job. And in his website, he actually got a lot of the information from Harmony, translated it from French to English, and then English to Spanish. So a lot of these validators actually putting in a lot of work, and I just love that all of us are kind of interacting with each other and trying to grow as a team. So it's very humbling and awesome to see. Even Farmony One, he's an actual farmer from what I ended up finding out, and that's amazing. But he's kicking butt too. He's doing a very good job. His TikTok videos are hilarious.
So
They had me rolling. So he's awesome. I would actually love to have him on the show. That'll be awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of new validators coming on. So I just can't wait to see our validator group grow, and I'm happy to help them out as well.
100%. Same for me. Totally. I'm happy that all these people are joining us, and, you know, new friends, new people to share ideas with, new people to collaborate with. So this is all good. This is all things that we need to be happening for us to grow, for us to continue, you know, going up. So some other people, you know, that we want to shout out, Jimbo, JCR1, you know, always having our back, always just being there, looking out for us. Thank you.
Yeah, he's big brother.
Big brother, definitely big brother. As well, you know, Crypto Bunny and Coin Boy, as well.
Yeah,
We came up with them.
Yeah, Crypto Bunny, Coin Boy, those guys are awesome. And Crypto Bunny making his own token was actually really, really cool. I was very jealous. But yeah, I know that's not easy. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
And also other validator I like to shout out is Tim. Tim has been doing a very, very good job. Strong Minds validator.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's been putting in a lot of work. But we recently, me and Jimbo and I forgot who else. Oh, and Fortune One, us four of us, we actually was chiming in on a new hip, I think hip 14 or 15. One of those two, we kind of helped kind of align that proposal. So hopefully that gets the community chiming in and see if we can find some good solutions for the current problems that we're having in the validator world. But do hope with a lot of support of the Validator DAO, we'll be actually make some positive changes for the network.
Yeah, 100%. So that's mostly everything we have for today's episode. We're gonna like talk about price action a little bit. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. We still got some time.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's just go over to CoinMarketCap.
Awesome. I'll put up trading view on my end.
Oof.
Yeah, we've gone down a bit.
Yeah, we're falling down a little bit. So right now we're sitting at about 6 cents. But if you look at the market, you know, everything's kind of down. BTC is down right now. So I think, you know, this is the time for people who want to continue accumulating, who want to continue stacking their bags. This is your time, because you know we will have our time where it's rocket shipped up, and Harmony is, you know, sitting pretty. But this is the time for people who are accumulating to do their thing.
Yeah, most definitely. Especially with how the market's been right now, this is the perfect time to grow your bag. Because the last time we saw 6 cents was, geez, let me go back on the chart. I think that was back in April or so. The last time we saw this was in March. March 15th is the last time we saw 6 cents.
Yeah.
So that's kind of when the start of the bull run that we started having. But it's amazing. It's grown a lot, and hopefully with all these new partnerships that we're having, it'll actually help grow the community. But it's definitely a sleeping giant. 100%. So it's, yeah, we're gonna see a lot of wonderful partnerships flourish within the next few months. So it's one of those projects where I believe that if you just hold long term, I recommend staking and then just accumulating as much as you can. I personally try to purchase a bag every week or so. And I do small amounts. I'm not talking thousands of dollars. I'm talking about 10, 20 bucks.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. Just think of if you were able to buy ADA at these prices, and ADA is killing it right now. So that's how I see it. These are long-term projects, but you're early enough to get it at these prices. And next bull run, you might not see these prices again.
Oh, next bull run, these prices are gone. You know?
No, because you think about it, that's 3 to 4 years that Harmony has to mature the protocol.
If we keep up the rate of like partnerships and all that we've been, and you know, our team is strong. You know, look at Stefan, look at Lee.
Yeah,
like, our team is strong, so we're gonna keep it up. We're gonna be sitting real pretty. So
yeah, so this is accumulation hour. But yeah, this is something that actually I like to see. So we're not going to see anything immediately, but at least in the long term, it's actually going to be a really good project just to keep an eye on. So I wouldn't sleep on it. I'll try to kind of collect a little bit, small percentages. A good thing is just diversifying your portfolio. That is one thing that Cryptos R Us preaches a lot. Other content creators do as well, because you never want to put your eggs in one basket. So diversifying is a very, very good long-term strategy that you can use along with dollar cost averaging.
Yep. Yep. He's dropping gems, dropping them.
Yeah. So but that's kind of where I'm at the moment.
Cool. All right. Well, that's pretty much it from us for today. Do you have anything that you're running, Kev, that you wanna let the people know? Any giveaways? Any thing that's ending? Anything that's you're starting?
Well, my giveaway just ended yesterday. I got scammed by two imposters, which is very, very scummy of them. But it was mainly my fault. I should have done a little bit more research on those two individuals. But all I'm actually just excited that I was able to actually compensate the actual winners. And we're going to be doing these giveaway monthly. So just keep an eye on us next month. Zerker Arts and I are going to be putting some more content out. And any other validators or content creators that do a collaboration, my DMs are open. Even YouTube, Ron, if you have like any ideas that we can definitely just let's just bang them out.
100%, definitely. I'm always thinking. Always.
Yeah. Well, if you got anything that you got going on, man, I think now's a good time to let everybody know.
Yeah. Right now I'm just like in the cave, just like coming up with ideas. For me, I'm mostly just gonna be focusing on, for now, our podcast, this,
Mhm.
and as well, um, uh, working on the hackathon stuff. But stay tuned to my Twitter, because I'll be always having updates, and I have ideas for NFT giveaways, but they're too early to really do much with. But I have a plan. There are things in the future that are coming, and I also have my own token as well.
Oh, that's cool.
ZZZ token, for One Dream. So things are on the horizon. Just stay tuned, guys.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited for you, man. I can't wait to what you put out.
Sounds good.
So,
Thank you.
no problem, man.
All right. Well, thank you again, guys. We
Thanks
will
for
see
having
you
me
next
on.
time. Yeah. All right.
No problem. All right. Have a good one, guys.